Hey, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about how do I homeschool a toddler while homeschooling my almost second grader. Woo, hold on. I need a little water. Let's get started. Yes, I have a 2-year-old and she is vibrant and bold and fearless, truly. She was standing up at 9 months old and walking thereafter, I want to say. Yes, she was walking. Actually, she stood up at 6 months. She was starting to take her first steps at like 9 months. Josephine's not playing with anyone. I am enjoying everything that she is at this age. It's one of my favorites, this toddler stage. Even though we get the tantrums, even though we get the mine. I still love it. So how do I do this with 2 kids and trying to homeschool a now second grader? Whew, okay. I create a system and a schedule. I feel that kids operate better on structure. Even if it's an unschooling structure and more free, it still has a rhythm or a balance that's happening in our home. So Zoe has her morning basket. If you want to know how we do that in her worship, it's in the description box below, the video from that. I created one for Miss Josephine. Yes, I did. And I wanted to because I wanted her to feel that she has something that is designated specifically for her that she can pull from. And oftentimes we do together. So Zoe and Josephine, we often all come together for our worship and Bible time. And then we kind of split off on if we're doing independent reading time or we're doing a story together. So I'm going to go off of as if there was independent time for the day. So in this basket, I have a few books and resources I'm going to share with you, and then we'll go on from there. So we start off with we have 2 different Bibles we've been checking out. One we've had for a while and one we just got. This one is the Jesus Storybook Bible. I love this one. I love Sally Lloyd-Jones. I've actually, it's been worn and loved on a little bit. We've had this for a while. This was our nighttime Bible storybook for a while. And then we brought it into our morning time. And we really enjoy the pictures. We love the stories. It's super easy read. But so like I love how it flows and how she wrote the stories. And the way it even makes you think, because it's still the stories in which the Bible, but it just has a more, I don't know, like a kid, like almost like there's a difference between bread and water learning versus like meat and potatoes. So we're probably as adults read the Bible and it's meat and potatoes, but for this it's like bread and water, and sometimes we need that too. So I really enjoyed this one. And like, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Yes. Beautiful book. Great. This is the one we just got and we're enjoying this so much. This is the Tiny Truths Illustrated Bible, the incredible story of who God is, who you are, and who you were made to be. Jojo is loving this, and so is Zoe. So right now we've been reading this together, but if Zoe's doing independent Bible time reading, we will totally break this open and read it and have a story with that. And then I allow Josephine to naturally pick what she wants out of her basket. There's a few books, there's some puzzles, there's all kinds of things for her. So in here, say if she wants puzzles, I found these great little sight words, and it comes in this little baggie. I've kept them in. There we go. And I love this because it's rhyming too. So fox, box, and spoon, moon. And so Josephine has just recently got into puzzles, and we've been working on them slowly. She's having a little issue connecting them, but she's recognizing that they're together, and that has been awesome. So I bought these. These ones are a little bit advanced for her, but I'm actually just been practicing with getting her to connect them. Not so much as I'll tell her the words or she'll recognize the picture, but truly it's just to do the connection. So those are that, and then she'll pull those out at the table if she wants to do them. Here's some other books that we really enjoy. There's the God Gave Us You. I love, 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 love this book. It's super sweet with Mama Bear telling Baby Bear, and he's got all the questions just like our toddlers do. Then I have all the Duck and Goose series. I am a huge fan of Tad Hills. We all are in this family. Zoe's been reading these since she was a toddler, and so we've been collecting them for some time. So I've truly enjoyed sharing these with Josephine. This is the colors one, and this is great when we want to recognize the different colors, our primary colors. And then Duck and Goose, Goose Needs a Hug. I love this one, especially when we're having maybe a difficult day where JoJo is feeling like she's not being able to express herself, or she's upset, and we want to encourage her to be able to tell us how she feels so that we can be there for her. These are really good. I love him, all his books. He's got quite a bit of them. We really enjoy these picture books. They've got ones for holidays and all the things. So there's that. And then we have the first words. These are the pretty books by the Alpha Prince. I love this because it has this, like, you can feel that, the fingerprints. I just got into these when Josephine was born. I think that's when they kind of came out. And JoJo loves this. Like, she loves opening them up. Things that go, it'll point to the different things. She'll talk about them. And we really enjoyed these. This is like her just wanting to sit on the floor and look at the different pictures and say them and touch them. So that's been that. Then I have this last little book in here, and that is this Peekaboo Zoo book. It's a flat book, and I love that because we went to the zoo earlier this year. JoJo's starting to recognize the animals. She loves being able to pull the flaps down and look at the different ones. But I actually make this into like a little study for her. So I do this book, and then I have this little container full of wild animals. And there's a butterfly or two. But these are all like little wild animals, and I will leave them below. I love this little company, and we've been collecting these for some time. But this one came in like a full little container, and it's all these little wild animals from tigers to lions, and there's like 5 in each one. And so what I would do is when we open up this flap, I have her look at the animals and say it's, I don't know, we'll go back to this page. So then you've got a zebra. I'll ask her to pull out of the jar or the little container the zebras, and then she'll place them on them. So that is just to see her, to create the brain activity of connection. So we've been doing that with this. Love that. And then Josephine has gotten into the alphabet. She wants you to sing it 2 or 3 times. And so because of that, I invested the latter part of this school year, and we'll be doing it the rest of the summer and into next year. These really cool, these are the Chuckle and Roar collection from Target. They came as a set, very affordable, simple, and I love that it's all made of wood, trying to say goodbye to the plastic in our lives. And this is the numbers, and then we have the alphabet, and I love that it's got the colorful, it's got the shapes and different items that she can recognize. So like here, this has been her favorite one, the alphabet, because like the O, it's an owl, so she'll do even the owl noises. And so I have the second container here, and those are all her letters. And why I do that is because I don't want it to already be set together. I want her to actually pick out the letter, look at it, or if I say, where's the A, and have her look for it. Because then then there's a connection, and she's understanding it, and then she's retaining that information. So then when we're out, she'll see something and she'll be like, A, it's an A, it's an A. And so that's what we're doing. So we're doing that, and it allows me to practice also with her cleanup time. So when I ask her to clean up, she's got to put them in gently, one at a time. And there's that taking one thing from another and practicing that. So yes, it can be done. So she's at that level now where she's just slowly doing the alphabet and doing her numbers. We try to do it every day, but it all depends on how she's feeling. If she's feeling overwhelmed, then I will move it it'll just be a different day for her. But it allows me to go ahead and focus and work on something with Zoe during that time. So that's that. And then I have her little computer. This is just a Leapfrog product. I purchased this because she was seeing Zoe do computer lab time. And when that happens, it's like mine. So I got her own little Leapfrog. These are cool. I'm a huge tech person personally, but I'm not huge on bringing too much technology with my kids too early. So they are designated a certain time for that. With that, I try to just not have this be out right away. It is something that comes a little bit later. Like say if I need to sit down with Zoe because we're working on math and we really need to understand what's going on with this double-digit addition, this is the time I pull this out. I say, hey, can you email? I need you to email. I need you to send me some notes. And then she'll open it up and she'll get busy. So yes, there's that. And then the last thing I have here actually is these stackable little elephants are my favorite. A friend of mine gave these to us and they're wooden. They create so much imaginative play. I will go and take a big bin, fill it up with beans or rice, and JoJo will just explore. And I've got so many of them. We've got like literally a whole crew. And she'll just stack them up. She'll make noises with them, and she's just free to naturally play. So we have those. We've got peg dolls that I need to really focus in on with Zoe. We'll do a story depiction or we're learning and doing history. And so what I'll do is I'll get these animals out. I will get a little bucket and fill it up with beans, like black beans, rice, and I will allow her to just explore and just do free play, free imaginative play all day. And so that really helps us carry through. And then we will regroup back together for story time. We'll do our exercise for the day. And that allows, that really truly is how I've been making it work this last year. It was a little transition, I'm not gonna lie, but definitely it took some time, but I recognize that Josephine wants to be a part of what's happening. We just have to do it at her pace and at her rate. So some things she'll get really highly into, like she has a chalkboard and she has those things, but I still give her somewhat of a structure in the morning. So she recognizes, okay, we've come back from our morning walk. We're gonna sit down, we're gonna watch, we're gonna read, and we're gonna worship, and we're gonna pray, and then we'll have independent play. And then we'll come back and we'll work on our letters and our numbers. And so that's kind of like the schedule that I've built out for her. And it'll change and interchange depending on how she's feeling for the day. But overall, because she's gotten used to seeing every morning us getting up and having our routine and Zoe having her routine, she automatically is flowing right with it. But does she have her days where she wants to jump and doesn't want to do anything of it? Yes. And I allow that to some degree. I'll leave the music on a little bit longer. I'll let her dance and play. And then eventually she finds herself back at the table. So I want to encourage you, mama, if you have a toddler and you're thinking of homeschooling, this is your first time of trying to homeschool and have a toddler or even a baby, you can do it. You've got this. Just take your time, recognize the levels that your children are at, and then add those things in there. If you have kids at multiple ages and you've learned and adapted, please share all your tips and tricks down below in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you're doing, how you're fostering that homeschool dynamic for your toddler and enjoying that process with them. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, share it with a friend, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.